Good morning. What a foggy, sunny morning. It is going to be a good day. I love seeing the fog burn off like this in the mountains. So nice. We got to run to Lowe's today. We got to get our stain for the hand-hewn beams that we cleaned up. And we also got to figure out what we want to put on for a polyurethane. I have an idea, but I need to see exactly what they have in stock at our local store. And I'm also going to get a HVLP sprayer to spray the stain on and polyurethane, so that way it goes on a lot nicer. I could use the paint sprayer that we already have, but there's a lot of hose to clean up if we use that, and I don't know if I want to get that hose all dirty, and it would just be a lot more of a pain to clean. So we're going to try with an HVLP sprayer. I think that it's going to be the best option for us. So let's head to Lowe's and see what we can get. All right, so Lowe's had the paint sprayers on sale and the stain we wanted. Now we gotta go to Home Depot, go run over there, and I'm gonna pick up the polyurethane I want. They have a different brand over there. It's nice that they're close. All right, I wasn't able to get the finish that I wanted. I wanted the Watco lacquer finish, but Lowe's doesn't stock that. Home Depot does, but they only had a couple of quarts, and we're gonna need more than that. I ended up going with the bare polyurethane water-based one. That one dries in an hour. The lacquer dries in like 30 minutes, which would have been nice. The other polyurethanes that I was seeing says you can't recoat for 4 hours. And I was like, that's no bueno. That takes way too much time in between coats. So hopefully this bare one works good. I guess we're gonna find out. All right, I'm not sure how good the spray is gonna be, but we're gonna find out. Luckily, we're gonna be trying it out with stain, so we'll be able to figure out if it's any good or not. Or we're not doing like anything super important. Looks like we got a build-in. Sheesh.
We're super excited to see what the stain's gonna look like on the beams. We picked our stain color and we're gonna stick to it, so hopefully it looks good. I think it's gonna match with everything we're going for and still look good. I wanted to make sure it had a good accent, like, because we're gonna do what we're gonna do for the ceiling and that the beams pop some, so should look good. We're excited to see.
I think I got gypped a tip. What
Why?
the heck? Because it shows it comes with 4. And I only have 3. Yeah. Includes 4 brass nozzles, so we're gypped 1.
Did it fall out?
No. All right, maybe there's a nozzle in it. There is. And it is the white nozzle. So it does come with 4 nozzles. 1 is inside, so that is good. So we'll put the red one on.
That's weird that was on there.
Yep. Okay. All right, so it was dark walnut we liked, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we all agreed on.
Just wanted to make sure I got the right one.
We picked the dark walnut because I think it gives us all the feels that we want. There's some dark, there's some light, there's some brown, there's some red. Like it kind of gives all the colors. feel like this is going to be a messy job.
It's gonna be messy just filling it. Sheesh. I planned on it though.
I feel like we have like a pourer somewhere.
All right, let's see how the gun works. Let's try it out. Hope you like the color.
It's dark.
We're not done. It won't stay that dark. But it's spraying pretty good. I'll have to wipe it off in a minute. I'll get this whole beam done on this side, then we'll wipe it off, then I'll go to the other side.
Okay.
Do you guys have that one person that it's a struggle to buy a gift for? I know I do. And this year, I'm gonna be buying that person a Cove Pure. If you don't know what a Cove Pure is, it is an amazing countertop water purifier that makes the water taste delicious, and there's so many conveniences of it. Let me show you. You get to choose the temperature of your water and the size. We're gonna go 8 ounce hot. It is nice to be able to choose from cold, hot water, room temperature water, whatever you like. Especially this time of the year, it is nice to have hot water right at the tip of your fingertips. You guys saw how fast that was. That took no time. And it makes the water taste delicious also. So if you're in town water and your water doesn't taste that great, get a Cove Pure. Most importantly, Cove Pure is lab tested to get 99.9% of impurities out of your water. That's PFAs, pharmaceuticals, chemicals, fluoride, all the nasties that you do not want to be putting into your body. Cove Pure gets out for you. Makes your water taste delicious. And you get to choose your temperature this time of the year. I don't know about you guys, but teas, coffees, hot chocolate, not only looks nice, but it makes it easy to make the warm beverages for you. And right now, Cove Pure is offering you guys $250 off if you click my link down below or go to covepure.com/Lumnah. You're gonna get $250 off for the holiday seasons. You don't wanna miss out on this limited offer. So go to covepure.com/Lumnah or click my link down below and you're gonna save $250 off for the holidays. Thanks Cove Pure for sponsoring today's video. I'm gonna finish drinking this delicious water. Look at that nice little cup. One of you guys sent that for us. Thank you for that too. Thank you Cove Pure for sponsoring today's video. If it wasn't for sponsors like Cove Pure and viewers like you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here at Lumnah Acres. Now, let's get back to the build. It actually looks really nice once you wipe it off.
I love the texture and everything.
The grain showing.
The grain and the waves and all that.
Yeah. After lunch, we should be able to sand them. I really like the look of that. I like all the different textures and the layers with the hand hewn part of the beam and just the roughness. I think once we sand it down a little bit afterwards and then clear coat, they're gonna look awesome. I really do like how we cleaned them up. We took off all the nastiness that was on them, the dust, the poop, everything, but it also raises the grain and it just makes the grain pop a lot more. I really like that look.
Each one of these beams are going to look totally different because they all have different markings. Some of them have more axe marks than others. Some have more grain showing. It's just going to look different in each one. I always like that, especially like when you're just like, we're going to have like a chair sitting or have it in our sitting room, our living room and everything. So you can just like look up and just see different knots, different areas of it. I just always think that's nice. I think it's a beautiful thing.
I think those came out really good. I love how the grain pops. Like this is pretty muted, but over there, that looks awesome. The wire brush trick worked so good. And now we gotta let the stain dry for a little while longer before we can sand it. But in the meantime, we get some cleanup and stuff like that we can do. So yeah, let's let this sit for a little while, and then we can come back and do the next step. It's a slower process, like the stages to it, but man, it's gonna look so good. It already does. I mean, look at that versus that. That or that. Yeah, that looks so good. All right, so this first beam has been drying about in 2.5 hours. I'm curious to see if it's ready for sanding. It's a little bit.
Looks wet underneath.
Yeah, that's what I was curious. A little bit more wetter down here. So unfortunately, I gotta wait a little bit longer to sand it. This is the worst part about jobs like this, is the waiting. While we wait for that stain to dry, I'm gonna work over here. I gotta pull a whole bunch of nails, and I actually wanna put another layer of 2x4s from the corner over to where the ceiling is flat. And we're gonna put our breaker box over here. And I wanna have it recessed in, but I wanna be able to have insulation behind it. So this is a 2x4 wall. You wouldn't. So if we put another 2x4 wall in front of it, we'll have more than enough room for good insulation behind it and to run all of our wires down and into. So let's start working. There's a ton of nails left behind from all the sheetrock. All right, I was going to do another interior wall out of 2x4s, but I got the top one installed and I got to looking. We have a timber corner right here, and it's not square. There's a lot of wane on it, like it's rounded over. So I'm going to do a 2x6 inner wall. So that way we have room and we have a corner for sheetrocking and stuff. Because if I come up with a 2x4 wall, we're gonna be set in like 1.5-ish. So we won't have a corner for screwing our sheetrock to, and then it's gonna be a pain. I'm gonna have to fix that all up. So I'm gonna do 2x6s. I just gotta get them. So now, before we run out and get some 2x6s, I'm hoping I can start working on the beams again and get some 2x6s later on. So let's check the beams and see if they're dry enough for sanding. Let's do the old Chester-Rooney. See how they are. Oh yeah. We are good. So I can do a little sandy sand, get these sanded up, see what they look like. So yeah, let me get the sander with a new fresh piece of sandpaper and give it a whirl. I'm excited, guys. These came out really nice looking. All right, so yesterday I used 120 grit when I was sanding. Today I'm gonna try 220, see what it's like. And if I don't like it, I can always go back to 120, but I think 220 will be better for today. All right, even though it's been almost 5 hours, the stain is still not dry enough. I don't know if you can see on the pad. Yeah, it's still pretty wet and is gumming up the sanding pad really good. So you're not getting that nice sand through, because when you're sanding, the stain's still wet. It's kind of like refilling in what you sanded. Unfortunately, we need to let that dry. I'm gonna say overnight. And then tomorrow morning, we can sand it. Oh, it's getting to be that time of the year where the temperatures are dropping, so stuff doesn't dry as quickly as it was in the summertime. But hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna go run out, I'll get some 2x6s. I'll be back in a jiffy. You guys won't even know that I left. All right, it is the next morning, and the stain is still kind of looking a little, not 100% sure if it's dry or not, so we're gonna start sanding it, see what it is like, It's been 24 hours, so can't believe it's taken that long. I would have thought that these beams, being as old and dried as they are, that stain would have sucked in so fast. So we'll see. We have wiped it down the best we can, and it's been drying, so let's hit it with the sander and see what happens. It is still very much wet. I can't get over that. Crazy part is, I understand we sprayed it on, but we wiped it off fairly quickly. It's not like we let it sit on and didn't take it off. It sat on the recommended time, 5 to 10 minutes. I would say 5 minutes, if that. So yeah, I'm just surprised. I think we just need to continue letting it dry. Gina thinks we should continue just taking out the other floor while we let this dry, because the other floor is going to take forever to dry too. So I want to kind of do it all at the same time. So I think we're going to go back upstairs and start taking out the upstairs floor.
Gonna be a bunch of nails.
Bunch of little nails.
Be careful of those, yeah.
Almost like there's 2 layers or something here.
I can see the whole floor moving. This floor right here has a really good bow in it. It looks like, from what Al's pulling up, that used to have a pretty nice floor in it, and then it had that huge bow, and maybe it's probably soft. Like, it just really, it's not a good sturdy floor. One layer of floor off, then there's this layer, and then there's a really, this is a sketchy area, but like there's just like really old boards spaced out like there was in the other floor. So, and then there's no room to back up into. This is the whole room, other than the room that they called the cabin room. There was a place to back up into, so I'm not sure exactly, but we'll figure it out.
That's so paper thin.
I know. They're not be. You're gonna have to get the rest of those off when they're down low.
Well, I was hoping I wasn't going to have to take out the wall between this room and the in-between room, but we do. I couldn't tell when the plywood was on there. I was hoping that the old floor didn't go under that wall, but it does. So it's like, okay, it looks like it stops right after the wall here and maybe there, so we can leave this plywood, which will be nice. We just got to take this wall down, which is kind of a bummer. I'll have to take it down and then rebuild it after. Womp, womp, womp. Well, we got the majority of that floor out. Definitely not what I was planning on doing today, but it looks good. All the floor out on this side is gone. The only little bit I have is right here, and I got to do that from down below. Kind of cut it out like I did over there on that side, but it looks good. I was hoping to get the clear coat on these beams, but the stain's taking so long to dry that it just wasn't in the cards today. So we figured we might as well get this side all done, prepped, and ready for stain. And then we'll just stain this, let this dry. Then we can start clear coating everything at once. And then while waiting for the stain to dry on all of it, once this side is prepped and ready, we have plenty of other stuff to be doing. And then we'll be getting close to getting spray foam. A few more things on the list to do afterwards, and we're gonna be ready for that. So we are excited and looking forward to getting the spray foam done, getting the house a little bit warmer, a little bit quieter. Yeah, so these beams came out really good. I am excited to see them all clear coated because they look awesome now, but I think the clear coat's just really gonna make them pop. But this is where we're gonna end this video. Thanks for coming along on our farmhouse renovation journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our farmhouse. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe. We'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.